Come on, everybody. Let's go. Get ready for a summertime adventure from another Sommer-Time story. This is the story of The Lion and the Three Bulls, written and told by award-winning author Carl Sommer.
In the beautiful grassy plains lived three strong bulls, one white, one black, and one brown. They were the best of friends. The three bulls enjoyed eating the rich green grass together, but they always had to watch for wild animals wanting to attack them. One day, a pack of hungry hyenas raced towards them. The hyenas first attacked the black bull. "Help!" the black bull screamed. "I'm being attacked!" "We're coming right away!" the white and brown bulls yelled as they dashed towards him. The three bulls knew that when they were together, they were strong, so they quickly banded together and faced the enemies. When the bulls did this, no hyena dared to attack them. What did the three bulls know in this story? Yes, Gabrielle?
In unity, there is strength.
In unity, there is strength. Let me tell you what happens. You know, if you take one thin little wire, you could probably break that thin wire. But you know what they do? You ever see these big suspension bridges? They're made of twisted wire. And it's thousands of wire. These cables are big. They put them all together. And trucks, trains. I come from New York City. We have subway trains going over these bridges, and the strongest winds, and some bridges are built where hurricanes come, and they all stand up from that one little strand and multiplied together. And that's what these bulls do, that in unity there was strength. Whenever a bull found a rich patch of grass, he called out to the others, "Come over here! Look at the rich green grass I found!" The other two bulls always came and ate the grass together. Since they were best of friends, the bulls always shared. What did the three bulls do? Now, they were the best of friends, and they always did this. Yes, Miles?
They shared.
They shared. You know, sometimes boys and girls are so selfish. It's always me, it's mine, and you can't play with this. Learn to make other people happy. And we're going to find what's going to happen here, that these three bulls were the happiest. They shared with each other. And it was grass. "Hey, come over here. There's grass over here. Come on over here." But watch what's going to happen in this story. A great big lion also lived in the grassy plains. He often crept up on the bulls and groaned, "Oh, if only I could catch a bull to eat." But whenever the bulls saw him, they banded together. The lion never attacked. He knew he was no match for the bulls when they defended one another. The lion thought and thought, "What can I do? Together the bulls are much too strong for me. I must get one of them alone. But how? I would love to feast on a bull. Oh, that would be such a tasty meal." Suddenly, the lion got an idea. He quickly jumped up and said, "I'll ask the sly fox. He's full of good tricks." The lion went to the fox and said, "Good morning. I've come to ask for your advice." "What's your problem?" the proud fox asked. "There are three bulls that are the best of friends. I would do anything to catch one of them to eat. But whenever I try to get one of them, they always band together. When they act like this, they're much too strong for me to attack. What can I do?" The quick-thinking fox grinned. "What will you give me if I help you?" "I'll give you a leg from a bull if you promise me I'll capture one." "You can mark my words," the proud fox said. "I promise you that you will capture a bull." "It's a deal," the lion said. "This is what we must do," the fox said. we must get the bulls to hate each other so they will break up their friendship. The lion scratched his head and said, "That's a good idea, but how can we do that?" Notice the three bulls, that they recognize that in unity there is strength. What is the fox doing here? What is he trying to do? Yes, Gloria?
He's trying to make the bulls hate each other.
He's trying to make the bulls hate each other. If he only can get them to hate, then he can get them. And that's his strategy. And you know, many times in homes with boys and girls, they're fighting all the time, they're arguing, they're fussing. I see that sometimes with my grandchildren. I try to stop. And you know, they're not happy that way. Well, he did that, he took my toy, he did that. Why don't you just be kind? You know, you just overcome evil by being good, being kind. But let's see what happens if the fox is able to do this. Watch what he does. The fox stuck out his chest and with a great big smile boasted, "Just let me take care of it." "It's a deal," the lion said, "but I can't see how you, as a little fox, can get three strong, friendly bulls to hate each other." "You'll see," the smiling fox said as he strutted away. Early the next day, the sly fox went to where the bulls were grazing. The sneaky fox crawled behind the bush where only the white bull could see him. He motioned for him to come. When the white bull came, the fox pointed and said, "Over there is some rich grass." "Thank you," the white bull said. "I'll tell my two friends." "By the way," the fox whispered, "I shouldn't tell you this, but the other day I heard your two friends say terrible things about you." The sly fox started to leave. "Wait," the white bull begged. "Please, tell me what they said." "Promise me you will not tell," the fox said. "I promise." "I heard the brown and black bulls say that you're stuck up and you think you're better than everyone else," whispered the fox. "On top of that, they said white bulls are dumb and that you're stubborn and proud." What did the fox tell the white bull? Yes, Nikki?
The fox was making lies about the brothers saying mean things about him.
Yes, saying lies. Say you're proud, you're stubborn. Now watch what I'm going to say here, okay? Because sometimes boys and girls at home, did you take the cookie out of the jar? Did you do this? No, not me. You know, that's a terrible thing to be known as a liar. Because once you're known as a liar, who can tell when you're ever telling the truth? You know the trouble with a liar has to have? All right, Barrett?
They have to have a good memory
Why do you have to have a good memory?
so that they can remember all the things they made up.
That's right. You know, think about, last year, what did I say last year about that story? 2 years ago, what did I say that? But you know, if you always tell the truth, you have no problem. I never have to think, now what did I might say it wrong, but inside of me, that's what I thought would happen. You see what I'm saying? And so if you always tell the truth, you don't have to worry about all the lies that you made up in the past. Learn to be a truthful person. And sometimes you'll suffer for it. But better to suffer as someone telling the truth than to get away with it and be known as a liar. The white bull looked into the eyes of the fox and asked, "Are you sure you heard them say that?" The fox never flinched. "I promise I did. I always tell the truth." The white bull turned around and stared at the other two bulls and said, "How dare they talk that way about me behind my back?" The more he thought about what the fox had said, the angrier he became. The sly fox went to each of the other two bulls and told them the same thing. Now all three bulls were furious at each other. Notice in this story, it says the fox never flinched. He knew how to lie. He was a good liar. And there's some boys and girls and some men and women who are good liars. They can lie with a straight face. But one day, you're going to pay for that lying. You know, our prisons are filled with liars and crooks and thieves. They thought they can get away with the things that they're doing. They're foolish. And we're going to see what happens in this story. The fox looks very smart. Yes, I'll guarantee you I'll get you a bull. Let's see what happens. As the three angry bulls grazed, they began thinking evil thoughts about each other. The white bull stared at the two bulls, kicked his hoofs into the ground, and snorted. Some rotten friends they are, talking behind my back and thinking white bulls are dumb and stubborn. The brown bull glanced at the other bulls and sneered, I'm not proud and stubborn and dumb. They are. Who do they think they are? I'll never talk to them again. The black bull glanced at the other two from the corner of his eye and also snorted. That's some way for friends to talk. I'm not dumb. They are. They're the ones who are rotten, proud, and stubborn. The more the bulls thought about what the fox had said, the farther they grazed from each other. What is happening now to the three bulls? Gabrielle?
They're hating each other.
Yes, they're hating each other. And you notice in this story, I got three different colors: white, black, and brown. And I purposely chose the colors because there's so much racial hate sometimes. Sometimes white people think, well, I'm better than anyone else. Sometimes it's the brown people. Sometimes it's the black people. But you know, when you cut through the skin, we all got the same blood. Did you know that? We're not better than anyone else. We're all created equal. As the sly fox watched the bulls graze farther and farther apart, he exclaimed with a great big smile, "It worked!" The grinning fox dashed through the woods to tell a lion. When the fox met the lion, he proudly declared, "I have wonderful news. My plan worked. I got the three bulls hating each other. Go out tomorrow and get your easy meal." "Great," the lion roared. "I'm hungry." "Remember," the sly fox sneered, "don't forget my leg." "You'll be getting what you earned," the lion promised. That night, the three bulls went to their place to rest. Before this, they always had a wonderful time talking with one another. But tonight, they did not say a word. It became very quiet. Then the white bull made a slight noise. "Keep quiet," the brown bull yelled. "Don't you know I'm trying to sleep?" "You keep quiet," the white bull shot back. "You're making more noise than I am." "I didn't start making noise," the brown bull shouted. "You did." "You're making noise now," the white bull yelled. "Why don't both of you be quiet?" the black bull cried. "I want to get some sleep." The bulls kept yelling late into the night. Notice in the story before this, the three bulls had a wonderful time when they went to bed at night. They would talk to each other and they had such a wonderful time. But now something has happened to them. Why are they acting this way? Emily?
Because they had got some lies told about each other and they thought that it was true and they believed it. And so...
Yes, just because of gossip. Evil stories and the lies of the fox, and they believed it. They believed those lies of that sly fox. And how simple little words sometimes can destroy friendships. And we got to be careful what we say. If you have nothing good to say nothing. You know, don't be around, do you hear this, you hear this, you hear this. Some people, they make it a habit of it. And sometimes boys and girls, they always chat, they're always talking, trying to dig up dirt on people. But don't be like that. And because of that, now they're hating each other. They're mad. They're having a miserable time. Let's see what happens now to the three bulls. The next day, after having very little rest, the three grumpy bulls went out into the grassy plains to eat. As they went along, the black bull happened to bump into the white bull. "Who do you think you're hitting?" the white bull snapped. "I didn't hit you,"
the black bull sneered. Yes, you did, the white bull snorted as he put his head down and kicked up dirt with his hoofs. You wanted to hit me. You're a liar, the black bull roared.
What did the black bull do? All right, Sophie?
He accidentally bumped into the white bull.
Accident, just an accident. Just bumped him. But now notice, they're mad. They're looking for every little thing. And what did the white bull do? Charity?
He thought that the black bull hit him on purpose and he got mad at him.
Yes. You did that on purpose. Well, it's just an accident. They're having a big argument now, just from a little accident. Now, I was a high school teacher in New York City, and I was also assistant dean of boys. When boys got in trouble, they would come down to the office, I would talk to them, I'd talk to their parents about them. And then I wrote a book called Schools in Crisis, Training for Success or Failure. That's this book right over here that I wrote. That was my first book that I ever wrote. And to write that book, I took a year's leave of absence, and I became a substitute teacher, and I substituted in 27 different schools throughout all New York City in the 5 boroughs, teaching all grades from 1 to 12. I just went one day to the school to investigate. And some of those schools were terrible. The fights and kids running around the hall, staying on desks. Some boys and girls always just looking. They carry a chip on their shoulder. They're just ready to fight. They're miserable people. And you know, it's so nice to see people of different races just sharing and welcoming each other and not having that bitter hatred. You know, we're all the same. We all got the same blood. No one's better than anyone else. And we're going to see now what happens with these 2 bulls now. Just an accidental bump. Watch what happens, because the white bull says, no, it is not an accident. You did it on purpose. Let's see what happens.
Don't call me a liar, the white bull snorted. He put his head down and slammed his horns into the black bull. Bam! He hit the black bull head on. I'll show you what a hit is, the black bull sneered as he put his head down and ran into the white bull. Slam! A fight was on. Let the proud and stubborn bulls fight, the brown bull said. I'm getting something to eat.
Notice what happens just from an accidental bump. Now they have a full-fledged bullfight. And they're slamming and fighting, and now the brown bull, what does the brown bull say? All right? Yes, Garen?
Forget those proud and stubborn bulls. I'm just gonna go find me something to eat.
And that's just what the sly fox wanted, to get one of them alone. And it's working.
When the hungry lion saw the brown bull walking alone, he exclaimed, Excellent! Here comes my tasty meal. When the brown bull got close, the lion leaped from the bushes and jumped onto his back. The brown bull jumped and kicked to throw off the lion, but he could not. I need help, the brown bull said to himself. With the lion on his back, he ran as fast as he could to his 2 friends, shouting as loud as he could, Help me! Please, come and help me!
What did the brown bull do? All right, Miles?
He asked for help.
Yes. Now remember, he says, let those bulls alone. I don't care about them. He was mad too, just like the rest, but now he's in trouble. So he asked for, help me, help me. And you know, there's some people that are so proud they will never ask for help. They always got to figure things out their own way. Let me give you some advice. Learn to ask for help. And I tell you this, somebody in your family that is very, very smart, not just someone. Probably most of you have 2 people in your family. Some people only have 1. And that's your parents. Learn to ask your parents for help. And learn to listen. You'll be smart if you do.
When the black bull heard the brown bull yelling, he stopped fighting and ran as fast as he could to help. When he saw the lion, he charged at the lion and threw him off the brown bull. The white bull also came charging. The three bulls quickly banded together. When the lion saw the bulls together, he was furious. It's now hopeless for me to get my meal, but I'll get even with that proud fox. When the proud fox met the lion, he sneered, saying, "Where's my leg?" "Didn't you promise me that I'd get a bull?" the angry and hungry lion asked. "I did," the fox answered as he stuck out his chest. "You lied to me," the lion roared. "I didn't get my bull. Now you'll get what you earned." With that, the hungry lion jumped on the fox and ate him. Brown Bull said to his friends, thank you. You saved my life." "I'm wondering," the Black Bull said, "did you say I was dumb, stubborn, and proud, and that I thought I was better than everyone else?" "I never said that," the Brown Bull said. "The fox told me that you said that about me." "He said the same thing to me about you two," the White Bull exclaimed. "Oh," the bulls groaned. "How foolish we were for listening to the lies of that sly fox," the Brown Bull said. "He tricked us into hating each other so we wouldn't be friends."
How did the three bulls feel now for listening to the lies of the sly fox? All right, Garen?
Foolish.
They felt foolish. Oh, how stupid we were to listen to those lies. You know, you got two ears. Some things to go in and go down into your heart, and some things ought to go through. You know, don't be gullible. I learned to listen. And let me say something else. You know, your parents have lots of rules. And sometimes boys and girls don't like it. They don't like the rules that their parents have, and they rebel against them. And you're foolish if you do, because your parents have rules to protect you, to help you. But if you're smart, learn to listen to them and learn to appreciate them.
The three bulls said they were sorry to each other and once again became best friends. Then they made a promise. We will never again listen to those who want to destroy our friendship. From that day on, they looked out for each other and lived happily together.
And now, an award-winning song from Character Kids.
No one's gonna bring me down. I'm gonna keep my feet on solid ground. Though so many people out there trying to keep me bound, I'm still standing and no one's gonna bring me down. No, no, no. No, there's schemers, deceivers, hoping things will go their way, but I am pursuing, pressing forward, come what may, 'cause I'm a dreamer, achiever, thinking of my future days. I'm really trying and I'm not lying. I'm on my way, I'm here to say, no, no, no one's gonna bring me down. I'm gonna keep my feet on solid ground. Though so many people out there trying to keep me bound, I'm still standing and no one's gonna bring me down. Can't bring me down, no. No, there's choices and voices trying hard to make me straight, but I am seen it, don't need it. Now I've learned to walk away from all the losers, confusers, headed for a troubled time.